Welcome to PB&J Farms. I'm Papa Brian. We're talking about weeding today. This is Weeding Wednesday. Thanks for joining us. I know this video comes out on Thursday, but I'd schedule my weedings for Wednesdays because I just like the term Weeding Wednesday. Kind of gives me a little smile when I'm about ready to get into weeding. Check out our video on block scheduling and productivity. It applies to gardening, homesteading, or just life in general. One of the tools, I'm getting right into this, one of the tools that we use when we are weeding is just a hand weeder like this. It can go down and get these weeds that come up where you want to get the whole root. I don't want to disturb my beans, but I want to get in there and I want to get the root of these guys. Okay? I don't know if I got the whole nodule on the bottom, but I tried. Sometimes I can pull out the whole little nodule. Okay, I'm just gonna set that in the path. I'm gonna put it in the bucket. The other types of weeds, and if you'll take a look, you would look at that, you know, at a distance and say, hey, there's no, Papa Brian doesn't have any weeds in that row. But let's take a look close. See these little weeds that are just starting right here? You see that? That's when we want to take care of our weeds, okay? That I can take care of real fast. You could just use a regular hoe. I got a pretty big garden, so I've got a little tool. It's called a wire weeder, and I'm not paid by Never Saint Farms, but I just saw this gadget and said, hey, I like that. They've got different size heads that go on these. You got collinear hose that go on them. I've got the little wire deal here. And these come in different sizes so they can get in between the plants. Let's use this big one. And I'll show you how I weed this row. Time management, you want to bite off a piece of the garden to weed so that you can maintain your joy. That's a big deal. Also, if you're efficient at it and you don't get caught up in the weeds, you'll have a better time. So this will, gonna try not to brush by the plants. So I can come down here. Now let's take a look and see what I'm doing to them. See how I'm catching those teeny little weeds, okay? I'm catching them when they're at that size. I'm just pulling them. A lot of them are just falling right down in the bed. They're gonna get baked in the sun this afternoon, and they'll turn into plant food. So I'm taking my weeds right here and pretty much just turning them into plant food. All right, I can make another pass like this, make a pass down on the edges, make a pass down on the edges, and then come back, change out my head for the 2-inch head, and I'm gonna go in between them. I've spaced my plants, I spaced these beans out 3 inches apart so that I could get this in between them without damaging them. See, I could come in here and get between these peas. Okay, but we're concentrating on my beans. So I just hit them like this. Oops. That guy a little bit. So you gotta be a little careful. But this edge of the wire doesn't damage the plant nearly as bad as if I hit that plant with the hoe. So I can go through here and I can zip this bed In less than 10 to 15 minutes, I'd be done with this bed if I was just smoking right along. And I'm just kind of stirring the pot. I'm just stirring the pot, picking out those little weeds and getting them when they're small. You find in life, if you pick your weeds when they're smaller, they don't develop into a big, huge weed. You know, it's a lot easier to get at the root. So go ahead, get those weeds out of your life, schedule a time to do them. Thank you for joining us at PB&J Farms. If you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and keep checking us out at PB&J Farms. Thank you.